What is going on, Vet Bro Militia? It is your favorite Vet Bro extraordinaire, D'Lo the Vet Bro, coming to you with a new reaction today. Check this out, y'all. I was just hanging out right here, sitting in front of my computer, and decided, you know what? As a Vet Bro, what would a Vet Bro really look for? And I decided, why am I not looking up the hashtag Vet Bro? So, sure enough, what I did, I went onto the talks of the ticketies and put in Vet Bro. Let's see what we got. All right, let's go ahead and share the screen. I hope everybody's having a great day out there. It's early in the morning here, 10:46 a.m. in Texas on the 18th of January, 2024. And I'll tell you what, man, I just got over some nasty ass flu, and I'm just happy to fucking feel better again, yo. It was horrible. I mean, it was really horrible, y'all. And no vet bro should ever have to go through that. So let's go ahead and hear what the homie has to say over here. I love this guy. I'm not gonna lie. I love this dude right here. I think he's that warrant officer. Yeah, One Punch Dad. That motherfucker be having me dying, y'all. So let's go ahead and share the audio. Okay, cool. And here we go. This episode of the Vet Bro podcast is brought to you by. All right, let's see what he says. Oh, wait a minute. I'm on the wrong. Where's my. Is this the one that I use? No, it's that one, right? I don't fucking know. All right, let's do this shit. Here we go.
So anyway, I says to her, I says, women in the infantry over my dead body.
Oh wow.
That cannot have gone
Yeah,
over
yeah.
well.
I got a summarized Article 15 for that one. Yeah.
This episode of the Vet Bro podcast is brought to you by Cold Dead Hands Pre-Workout by Grindfulness Nutrition.
Oh, yeah, big fans of the show. Love those.
I always say grindfulness is mindfulness. This stuff is great. I take it every morning as soon as I roll out of bed. You're going to be able to see with your nose hairs, and you're going to be able to smell with your eyes.
It's like one of the ingredients is a low-grade porpoise steroid.
I have not read the label. I cannot verify any of that, but it sounds like it's probably right. This episode of the show is also brought to you by Patriot Avenger Outfitters. Do you like clothing with copious running flags on the shoulders?
Oh,
Yes, I
I don't
do.
think I have any shirts with that
Perhaps
one.
you'd like something with a Mandalorian, but instead of Star Wars guns, he's got real guns and nods.
Baby Yoda riding a Humvee.
Perhaps you'd enjoy some clothing with jokes about alcoholism and some of the very real issues facing veterans today.
Oh, yeah. Very real issues, also very funny.
Do yourself a favor, check out Patriot Avenger Outfitters.
Very ironic, yes.
This show also brought to you by the law offices of Philip Seymour and Hoffman. You issued 3M earplugs between the years of 2006 and 2012.
Well, I know I was. The little green and yellow ones. Absolutely.
Well, if so, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Am I crazy, or have we run this ad
You
before?
know what? I don't know if this one's supposed to be in here or
I,
not.
I do think it is a scam. Yeah. Yeah, we really ought to screen those before we record. Lastly, this show is also brought to you by Blue Apron. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. Blue Chew.
So, anyways,
Dude, oh man, that is so fucking on point on what the stereotypical vet bro is. All right. So let me clarify something. The reason I call myself a vet bro is because I was once called a vet bro a couple of years back. When I was having some issues about, accepting females on the gun line. All right. And I still have my beliefs about it. All right. And what I had said was, that I thought that bringing women into the field artillery would be a bad idea. Not that they can't do it, but that, certain combat jobs or certain MOSs should have just stayed male MOSs. All right. But because I had that stance, I was called a vet bro. And that's fine. So, and because, I have a bit of uh nitpicking certain things, that's just me. It's just what I do. All right. It's how I did it. It was what it was. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, yeah, this whole persona right here, that shit is fucking hilarious, dude. Because we've all seen that, dude. The dude with the operator hat on, with the fucking, with the shirt that's like 3 sizes too small that is grunt style. I'm not gonna lie, I do have 1 or 2 grunt style shirts that I thought were pretty fucking cool. Um, but I mean, oh, and then of course the one the one that was funny was the one where he says put something on like really bad issues that are debilitating our here. I'll let them say it.
I says to her, I says, women in the infantry over my dead body.
Oh wow, that cannot have gone over
Yeah,
well.
I got a summarized Article 15 for that one. Yeah.
All right.
This episode
So
of the Vet Bro.
with that, again, I said that and again, these were thoughts that I shared. I was already out of the military. Thank goodness that when I got out, they were barely starting to talk about them incorporating into the field artillery. But I will say this: when I was chiefing, and I told my Joes, "Hey, look, this is what's going on. We're gonna have females coming onto the gun line. Whether you agree with it or don't agree with it, it is what it is. We're still gonna treat this person as a fucking soldier because that's what they are at the end of the day. They're our sisters, so we're gonna treat them as so. You know what I mean? Whether I agreed with it or didn't agree with it didn't fucking matter. It's not my job to. My job was to enforce the standards. That was my job. All right. So somebody in the big army thought that was a good idea, and the rate of, I'm sure, EO complaints and sharp cases went up. But hey, nobody saw that coming, right? But anyways, but I told my Joes, like we're gonna treat them like we would treat everybody else, and that was plain and simple. My personal opinions and my personal thoughts didn't affect my leadership style, is all I'm saying. But anywho, but yeah, and that's also conversations that I would have with my peers. You know what I'm saying? Like if how I felt about it personally, I would have those conversations with my peers, not my subordinates, my peers. All right. And possibly some hires that I had that trust and confidence with. I would discuss that with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just adding a little bit of realness to what he's talking about. Now, once they would have been integrated, and if I was still in, then obviously I would have fucking upheld the standard because that's what my fucking job is at the end of the day. I've had a couple of guests here. Well, I had one female artillery, which is Sergeant Smith, and to this day we still keep in contact. You know what I'm saying? Because that's still my sister from another mister. No matter what, no matter how I feel about or what my position is personally about how they should, if they should be on the gun line or not, that's I'm still gonna give them the respect because it's earned. You know what I'm saying? She's still my sister. She's still a red leg. So, anywho, yeah, motherfuckers are probably gonna say that contradicts itself, but that's women way of thinking. What do they call that? Women math. Oh man, I can see this getting flagged already. All right, so let's go. What's next?
Vet Bro podcast is brought to you by Cold Dead Hands Pre-Workout by Grindfulness Nutrition.
Oh yeah, big fans of the show. Love those.
I always
guys.
say grindfulness is mindfulness.
Oh man,
This stuff is
and I'm guessing that's through those bro vets that are also gym bros. You know what I'm saying? That go out there and get pumped up and all that shit. Not me. This guy. Once I got out, I was done. There's a reason I couldn't fucking proceed in the military, and one of them was because due to some physical limitations that I ended up fucking myself up in. So that's why I tripped out on a lot of motherfuckers that got out of the military, and I still hate on these motherfuckers. Call it what you want. I hate the fact that some of these motherfuckers. Oh man, I'm dropping a lot of bombs. I hate the fact that a lot of these folks. You know what? It's not like this shit's gonna get monetized anyway. I hate the fact that a lot of these motherfuckers would be in there and they would claim these fucking profiles like, "Oh, I can't fucking eat, I can't breathe, I can't sleep." Straight out dead man profile. And yet when they get out, what piss me off is I have them on IG, I have them on TikTok, I have them on Facebook, and they go and they upload their pictures of them being at the gym, getting their gains on, getting their cardio in. And I'm thinking to myself, where the fuck was this while you were in service? You know what I'm saying? Where was this at? Because shit, this would have fucking made you a stellar motherfucking NCO or a stellar soldier should you have kept with it. But instead, you wanted to sham the fuck off or get med boarded over some malingering shit. And you know what's funny is I seen motherfuckers are getting caught up with that. there's been people now that have been caught up because they're displaying all these gains that they're doing after they had physical limitations. I ain't gonna lie. I have no sympathy. When I read that first dude that got caught up, ooh wee, that motherfucker is not loving life. But anywho, moving on.
It's great. I take it every morning.
Dude, I just saw that he has the motherfucking National Defense Service medal on the mic. That's awesome, dude. Oh man. Bro, you want to know what the most vet bro shit I ever saw was when I went to the VA one time. And there was this dude, I bullshit you not. He was he was dressed up like in a suit and like he was going for an interview, it looked like, you know what I'm saying? And this dude, I kid you not, y'all, he had his ribbon stack minimized, and he was wearing it like a fucking lapel pin, bro. Really, dude? That's where we're going now. You're welcome for my service. Just that's all you're saying is you're welcome for my service, dude. Good night.
As soon as I roll out of bed, you're going to be able to see with your nose hairs and you're going to be able to smell with your eyes.
It's like one of the ingredients is a low-grade porpoise steroid.
I have not.
And by the way, shout out to my homeboy TC Torres Cortez out there. Dude, I went to go visit him at Cop Monte one time, dude. And he had given me some of this fucking pre-workout that he had out there. This was back in 2012 out in Afghanistan. And I remember the commander had said, "Hey, I'm headed out to Cop Monte. Anybody want to come with?" So I raised my motherfucking hand because I wanted to go see my boys out on the gun line, and possibly get some motherfucking rounds shot in. I want to get some rounds out. I didn't get to do my job as an artilleryman with a 119er out in country, so I would have loved the chance. But anyways, only reason this has come up because he started talking about this damn pre-workout, and as soon as I get there, bro, I'm chilling with my homeboy TC Torres Cortez, and bro, he's like, "Hey, fool, hey, have some of this." And I grabbed it and I start drinking and drinking and drinking and chugging, right? Bro, bad idea. I swear to God, it was like liquid cocaine and methamphetamines in one. I was lit, bro. I'm talking about instantly lit. Like within 10 minutes, I was lit. And then this fool starts telling me, "Hey, man, we got to start scoping up the tops of these ridges up there, because if you see a poof, don't wait for anything, just run to the duck and cover bunkers. I mean, they're blasting at it." So he starts putting shit in my head, like we're about to get attacked and all this, like, oh man. Anyway, long story short, I was tweaked out and he had me paranoid. So shout out TC, I love you, baby.
Not read the label. I cannot verify any of that, but it sounds like it's probably right. This episode of the show is also brought to you by Patriot Avenger Outfitters.
This one
Do you
here.
like clothing with copious running flags on the shoulders?
baby.
I fucking love that, dude. Oh man, this one right here is my favorite, bro. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I do have shirts that I have made, but they don't have the flag on them because I've seen that everybody named Mama does that. Mine are artillery specific. You want to go check them out? You can go to onthegunline.com. On there's going to be a link to the merch store, and you could go check them out right there. If you were an artilleryman, I have shirts that are like HEs, Willie P's, Illums, DPICMs, 155 and 105s. So anyways, I got those as well as some other, actually they talk about it in a second. I'll let you know.
Oh, yes, I
I don't think I
do.
have any shirts with that
Perhaps
one.
you'd like something with a Mandalorian, but instead of Star Wars guns, he's got real guns and nods.
Baby Yoda riding a Humvee.
Perhaps you'd enjoy some clothing with
The dude with the baby Yoda riding the Humvee when he does that one right there, bro. It's just that I've met fools like actual fools that are like this. I've met them. You know what I'm saying? And if you've been in the army more than a day, you've met fools like this, bro. And god damn, this is too hilarious.
jokes about alcoholism and some of the very real issues facing veterans
Oh,
today.
yeah. Very real issues, also very funny.
That's the one I was talking about. I've seen shit like that, Anyways, it is what it is.
yourself a favor, check out Patriot Avenger Outfitters.
Very ironic, yes.
This show also brought to you by the law offices of Phillips, Seymour, and Hoffman. Were you issued 3M earplugs between the years of 2006 and 2012?
Well, I know I was. The little green and yellow ones. Absolutely.
Well, if so, you may be entitled to financial compensation.
And the funny thing is, dude, so many people fucking signed up for that to the point where I ended up making a shirt. All right. You can find it at the merch store I was talking about. It says half my half of my earplug money, or I paid for this shirt with half of my earplug money, something like that. So making light of this, like, or my earplug settlement paid for half of this shirt. I can't remember how it goes, but or I bought this shirt with what I got, whatever. It's funnier if you saw it. But anywho,
am I crazy, or have we run this ad before?
You know what? I don't know if this one's supposed to be in here or not.
I do think it is a scam. Yeah. Yeah, we really ought to screen those before we record. Lastly, this show is also brought to you by Blue Apron. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. Blue Chew. So anyway.
All right. In conclusion, that shit was funny as fuck, y'all. Good night. Anyways, damn, that took me 15 minutes just on that. What else we got?
When I was in the military, we didn't have all this mentally ill stuff. If we were sad, we just didn't talk about it. I get winded walking up one flight of stairs and I have to hug my children. When I was in the military, we didn't have all this mentally ill stuff. If we were sad, we just didn't talk about it. I get winded walking up one flight of stairs and I have to hug my children.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty fucking funny. Let's not. That's pretty funny.
Wearing camel pants everywhere I go makes me look like a certified badass and not a tool bag. The louder I am, the more people will respect me. My airsoft team would win if they would only listen to my tactical knowledge. My 6-month deployment to Kuwait in 1999 means I'm a combat veteran. My 3 ex-wives were the problem. I listen to all news sources before I make and tell my opinion. Posting videos of me shooting watermelons in the desert shows people how dangerous I really am. My lifted truck is not at all to compensate for my lack of personality. My friends are just busy. That's why they don't want to hang around me anymore. Drinking this hypermasculine coffee in no way compensates for the fact that I got separated from the military after 3 months. I actually think that support jobs in the military are worthwhile. Hell yeah, I'd tell my mom all the hateful things that I say. I don't need her approval. I could have joined the military, but I would have been kicked out for punching a drill sergeant.
Dude, we found another one to react to. Let's go ahead and break this one down. Wearing camel pants everywhere I go makes me look like a... Okay, again. This is... man, I should take on to the full persona of what a vet bro is, right? Like what... Because my idea of what a... I guess, I mean, I just wear it as a badge of honor because I have high standards, but that's different.
Wearing camel pants everywhere I go makes me look like a certified badass.
And it's crazy that some fools believe that, dude. It's like, it's crazy to me. I remember when I was a young kid, I would wear my brother's, like he would buy me a Marine Corps hat, and I would wear that. And I felt like I was cool, you know what I mean? But I wasn't a Marine, obviously I was fucking like 12 years old. So, but anyways, and it would buy me camouflage stuff, to look cool. But I was a kid, a kid. That's what we do as kids. We imagine, we use our imagination to play war. But once you're out, bro, the only time you should be wearing your fucking camouflage uniform in any sense is either you're doing lawn work, yard work, or mechanical work on your vehicle.
And not a tool bag. The louder I am, the more people will respect me.
I've seen people like this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a person that gets loud. I try not to. I come up, honestly, it depends on the situation, but 9 times out of 10, I'm more like try to keep calm, cool, and collected, and my wife says those are not words that she associates with me. But the truth is, I only get loud if I get pushed to that point. And by that time, once I start getting loud, the next step is gonna be a fist. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to avoid that. I'm trying to avoid that because violence isn't the solution to everything. I'm trying to make that my mantra. But being a Gen Xer, that's kind of goes contradictory to everything that we learn as a Gen Xer, that violence is the solution to everything.
My airsoft team would win if they would only listen to my tactical knowledge.
You know what's funny? I've never gone to play airsoft, and I don't think I guess that's like the paintball, right? And I've seen some fools take that stuff like seriously, really, really hardcore serious, yo. And but dude, you're supposed to be out there having fun, man. It's paintball. You know, you want to play. I don't understand why fools be trying to go in there and try to do, shit battle drills 1 alpha. Why? Bro, go out there, have fun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, use some tactics, I guess, if you got some, but I mean, at the end of the day, bro, it's just a game. Enjoy it. And 9 times out of 10, probably the fools that are like that are the cats that were 11 Bravos that never deployed and love to call everybody a pogue.
My 6-month deployment to Kuwait in 1999 means I'm a combat veteran.
Rotation to Kuwait, not a deployment. It was a deployment in 91. It's a rotation now, okay? Yeah.
My 3 ex-wives were the problem.
All right. Let's touch that. This one touches close to home for a lot of veterans, not just vet bros, but a lot of veterans. If you don't have at least one ex-wife, are you even a veteran? I mean, I was in the trifecta to become Sergeant Major of the Army. I had the divorce. I had the Article 15. I had the bad credit. Shit, I hit the trifecta, yo. I mean, unfortunately, then they ended up changing the rules of fuck up to move up to fuck up and move out. But by then, I was already getting med boarded, so it is what it is.
Listen to all news sources before I make and tell my opinion.
One thing I can't stand about that, let's talk on that. Vet bros that go out there, or I'm just going to say veterans that go out there and just say, as a former veteran or as a veteran, I believe this, that, and this. I hate fuckers that say that shit, bro. Your opinion as a veteran means shit unless we're talking about veteran topics. That's it. And by the way, my news sources are TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram.
Posting videos of me shooting watermelons in the desert shows people how dangerous I really am.
And douchey.
My lifted truck is not at all to compensate for my lack of personality. My friends are just busy. That's why they don't.
Lack of confidence in or personality, as well as chorizo. That chorizo is probably small.
The truck is not at all to compensate for my lack.
Yeah, I think that personality also. He's talking about his manhood too.
Lack of personality. My friends are just busy. That's why they don't want to hang around me anymore. Drinking this hype.
And as far as that goes, I miss my friends. My friends that I had are scattered all over the place. I got my old homie Medina, who's out there in Washington. Hopefully she'll be retiring soon. And then we got my boy Cabrales. He's out here in Texas, though. Then there's my other homeboy Medina, who's out here in Texas as well. I mean, I got fellas all around here, but everybody's tied up with life. You know what I'm saying? And we hardly get to see each other. But then again, Texas is a big ass fucking state, y'all. So it's not like we can just go one place to another. It's hard, y'all. But yeah, there's fools that we do avoid. But at the same time, we're not like women. If we're avoiding them, we avoid them. We if we got to the point that we're avoiding them, it's because we never liked them to begin with. And he should have caught that hint.
Hypermasculine coffee in no way compensates for the fact that I got separated from the military after 3 months.
Shots fired to those motherfuckers that only did boot camp and got out and got separated and now do everything that this man is saying.
I actually think that support jobs in the military are worthwhile.
Okay. Message. Soft skill MOSs. That's for y'all. Shots fired.
Hell yeah, I'd tell my mom all the hateful things that I say. I don't need her approval. I could have joined the military, but I would have been kicked out for punching a drill sergeant.
That one is my favorite, y'all. That one is my favorite. That they would have been kicked out. No, you would have got your ass kicked. And then you either got right or you would have gotten out. But trust me, the moment that the drill saw you raising your hand will be the last time that you did that. And you wouldn't be the first one that's probably ever tried that. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna tell you a quick story. Shout out to the homie Pinto. Pinto was with me in Delta Battery 122. And this happened a long time ago, so I'm sure that drill sergeant's already nice and retired by now as well. So yeah, because I mean, shit, yeah, he was E6 at the time. Anywho, Pinto decided that he was gonna push the boundaries with a certain drill sergeant, and I'm not gonna say his name, but let's just say this drill sergeant was cool as fuck, cool as shit, but he was a drill sergeant. So, like I've said a couple of times before, and I think I said it in yesterday's fucking reaction, drill sergeants only assholes for like the first 2 weeks. From there, they start becoming more of like your mentors, you know, and building you. Anywho, Pinto decided to push buttons, and when one of our drill sergeants was walking in the dead zone or the kill zone it was called, the kill zone, and we were all towing the line, he said, "Listen, privates, if I tell you I'm gonna choke slam you, I'm gonna fucking choke slam you. I don't care. What are they gonna do? Send me back to the gun line? Oh, boo fucking who?" And Pinto sniggered like, "Yeah, right." Drill sergeant looked at him and he's like, "What you say, private?" He's like, "You can't put your hands on us." And he made a fucking beeline straight to Pinto, grabbed him by the fucking throat, choke slammed him into the motherfucking wall locker, dropped him to the fucking floor. "What the fuck did you say, private? What the fuck did you say?" "I told you, I don't care. If I tell you I'm going to choke slam you, I'm going to fucking choke slam you." Let's just say that was the last time that Pinto acted up with that certain drill sergeant. Pinto was a cool ass dude too, man. He was a really chill ass dude. He could tell he was a knucklehead from the streets at some time or another, you know. But he got right, and then he ended up going to brag. Shout out Pinto, man. Anywho, with that being said, y'all, that's gonna be it for today. That's it for this reaction. There's gonna be a new one coming out to y'all tomorrow. My homeboy from Sea Stories, my homeboy from Sea Stories, which was known as before as Average GI Joe podcast, will be on here reacting with me to the Navy videos that I had put up earlier. And, you know, we'll have a cool little reaction session together. With that being said, man, I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me. If you made it this far, do me a solid, hit me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for everything. With that said, D-Lo the Vet Bro, about to let you go. Deuces, y'all.